From Shibe Park in Philadelphia, it's the Freeport International Tournament, the unlicensed version, as the 1976 Cincinnati Reds take on the 1929 Philadelphia Athletics in game number 1 of the semifinal round. Hello, everybody. It is a beautiful night here at Shibe Park as the Cincinnati Reds are trying to get to the finals for the first time in 2 tournaments they've been in, where the Philadelphia A's are trying to win this thing. It's really funny, though. The Philadelphia A's are qualified along with the 72 Pirates for the Champions League, and that'll be next March when Out of the Park 22 comes out. We're going to have, it'll be 102 broadcast days, and we'll have the playoffs. It'll be a 64-team tournament, and it'll be 104 teams in there. So, 52 in each league, you play 51 overall. So they're already qualified, but they know they want to go for a championship. And playing the 76 Reds not only gives them hope for the Champions League, but it gives them hardware for this one and bragging rights. So the Philadelphia A's, they have a 2-1 overall lead against, actually it is a 1-1 series tie against Cincinnati. Cincinnati won the regular season game and Philadelphia won the playoff game. But Philadelphia here is at home. But Cincinnati, we remember that they got upset in the series against the Kansas City Royals. Whenever it's been series, they've not been able to win one yet, even though they're one of the best teams. Griffey, Geronimo, Foster, Morgan, Perez, and Rose, Bench, Dreesen, and Concepcion. And as you can see, in 3 games beforehand, there are 5 home runs showing. Of course, the DH is through everything. Miller, Haas, and Fox, Simmons, Cochran, Dykes, Bishop, Boley, and Hale for the 29 A's. And I want you to take a look at Bishop, who's hitting .833. And he's at second base, no home runs, 1 RBI. We'll probably get to him when we get there. But it looks like Haas is on fire the last few he's gotten base hits. So we're about ready to go. Lefty Grove is the pitcher. He's 1-0. He pitched 6 innings so far in the playoffs. He's given up 7 hits, given up 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 10 strikeouts. His ERA is 1.50. And here's Griffey, who's hitting .250 now. He already has a ball on him, and the sun is setting. We're underway. It's going to be 2-0. So here in Philadelphia, game number 1. Game number 2 again will be in Cincinnati tomorrow. And game number 3 will be at Shibe Park if necessary. That's going to be to left field. And underneath, it's going to be 1 out and a catch. So if both games go 3 games, both series go 3 games, then Friday will be the championship to this tournament. So it'll be a tournament next week. The quickest it can go is 4 if everybody sweeps. So Cesar Geronimo, 7 of 15 in the tournament, and he's batting very well. He'll be out with nobody on and 1 out. That's going to be a strike again, quickly 0-2. So Grove to Cesar Geronimo, 467. He has a home run and 5 RBI. Incredible in the last 3 games, and that's going to be a strikeout there, 2 outs. So Philadelphia started to assert their dominance over Cincinnati in the last time that they played. Philadelphia was 8-1 in the preliminary games. That's a hard shot for George Foster, and this one will hit the ground. It'll go all the way to the wall. Foster to second. He might go to third. Let's see what they do. He hits it deep, and going around third, he's going to go inside the park for a home run, and George Foster gets an inside the park home run. It's 1-0. It looked very easy, and then just a long shot. And it is 1-0 Cincinnati. Here's Joe Morgan. That was huge for George Foster here. That was a weird base hit. But with this big outfield, you can get that. And it goes to center field. Look at that center field. That easily can do that. And here's Joe Morgan. Morgan, that's going to be a strike. So Foster's second home run of the playoffs. That one was an inside the park one. And it's going to be inside ball one. So it's 1-0 Cincinnati off of a weird sort of base hit. That's going to be a shot again. This one is to center field. But it won't, I don't think, get past anybody and underneath. And making the catch. And that'll be easy. As Haas has it. We go to the bottom of the first, a weird base hit. Bringing in George Foster all the way around for an inside the park home run. It's Cincinnati 1, Philadelphia 0, bottom of the first. So here's Bing Miller, the right fielder, hitting .500, a home run, and 5 RBIs. I don't believe he's walked yet, and it's going to be 1-0. He hasn't. So Philadelphia will come up in the bottom of the first inning, down 1-0, and that is not the way they wanted to start. They were cruising along, and then that base hit happened. It's going to be 2-1 now to Bing Miller, the right fielder. And a swing and a miss. That ball was a little bit outside, but it might have still been a strike. It's 2-2. Norman to Miller. Struck him out, and that's going to be 1 out. Philadelphia beat Cincinnati quite handily the last time that they played. Cincinnati yesterday was down 5-4. Would have been the New York Yankees that they would have played. Of 1927, it would have been a nice old versus new. And that's going to be a ball there. Not to take anything away from the Cincinnati Reds, but it would have been an old versus new type game. And it's going to be 2-0. The old team's 29-27, but Cincinnati down 4-3. As Haas will take that for a strike. But anyway, it is a, that's going to be a shot to right field. Yo Haas, this is way back, and he's tied the game at 1. Yo Haas, 406 feet, so each team with a home run. And Philadelphia has tied the game 1-1 here in the bottom of the first. Just going to say, down 4-3, Cincinnati yesterday. They hit a home run with 1 out and a home run with 2 outs. 2 solo home runs to win 5-4 and eliminate the Yankees. But they give up a solo shot there in one of the biggest ballparks of this league. That's going to be a home run. Both teams have hit home runs. And that's going to be 1-1. So Jimmy Fox is 1 for 6 and here in the playoffs. That's going to be a pop fly to right. And underneath, and Griffey with a catch, 2 outs. So each team with a home run. Cincinnati was inside the park, and, well, for Philadelphia it was outside. So Norman against Al Simmons. And that's going to be a ball. Simmons hitting 1/3. He's 333, no walks. And the beautiful sunset there. It's going to be 2-0. Heading to county hit very well, 375. It's going to be check swing. It's 3-0, and you know this strike is going to come up here. The 3-0. Nope, ball 4. And they walk a pitch around Al Simmons, and he'll be on first in the bottom of the first with 2 outs. Mickey Cochran, he's the catcher. 1 for 7 so far in the playoff games. And that's going to be a ball outside, 1-0. It's a 3-game series. Again, there are runs in the first inning, and it takes a while. Cochran 2-0. Jimmy Dykes and Bishop. Dykes and Bishop are up 6 and 7. They don't want them with 2 on, and it's going to be 3-0. Norman having trouble. So the 3-0 for Norman, and that's going to be a strike there, 3-1. So Mickey Cochran, the 3-1. It's going to be fouled back, 3-2. 3-2 with 2 outs. Bottom of the first inning. Philadelphia 1, Cincinnati 1. The pitch. That's going to be a shot to center field and a base hit. Philadelphia's hitting the ball very well here in the first inning. We're also being very patient at the plate, and it's paying off. It'll be first and third with 2 outs. Bottom of the first. And here's Jimmy Dykes. Look at that stare. Look at that stare. And he goes against Fred Norman. 2 outs. He's hitting .571 for a 7. And he goes back. He's walked a few times. So a big at-bat, bottom of the first inning. And the pitch, it's going to be a strike. So yeah, we have scores here in the first inning. That's been usual for this tournament. In the Champions League, it usually took 2 or 3 innings in a big game. They throw back, they can't get Cochran. So Norman the pitch again, and it's going to be a ball 1. Blowing inside. So Fred Norman will be pitching to Jimmy Dykes. The 1-1, they throw it back. He's going to be safe. So 1-1 with 2 outs. The pitch is going to be inside, 2-1. So Norman to Dykes, as it's a 2-1 with 2 outs. A swing and a miss here, 2-2. So bottom of the first inning, Philadelphia trying to jump out to a big lead, the 1-2. And it's going to be inside, 3-2. Actually, it was 2-2, now 3-2. The base is loaded with 2 outs. Bottom of the first. The pitch. That's going to be a shot up the middle, a base hit. And it's going to be 2-1, and that's big for Philadelphia. And going to third, it'll be first and third. And Mickey Cochran will stay there. It's 2-1. Philadelphia getting runs early here at home, and here's Max Bishop. Max is 5 for 6, and he's even walked a couple times. He's been pretty good. They couldn't get Cochran. Now they get 2 really good hitters up. And that one's going to be a ball low. Max Bishop is not the greatest hitter in the world, but he does have a great eye. They throw back to first, and Dykes is safe. So here's Max Bishop. That's going to be a shot to left field, but it's going to go foul and be 1-1. It's 2-1. Philadelphia leads Cincinnati. Bottom of the first inning. Norman to Bishop. Swing and a miss here. It'll be 1-2. Bottom of the first. Norman has thrown 31. This will be his 32nd pitch to Bishop. And it's going to be high, 2-2. A base hit here would give him, really break this thing open here in the first inning. 2-2. It's going to be fouled back. Bottom of the first, it's 2-1. Norman to Bishop. Swing and a miss there, and he strikes him out. But Philadelphia's hitting the ball all over the place. We go to the top of the second inning here in game number 1 of the semifinal round. It's Philadelphia 2, Cincinnati 1. So here comes Perez, Rose, and Bench. In the top of the second inning, Lefty Grove. It seems like that home run, it was a very pedestrian first inning. He gave up that weird shot. This is going to be to right field. You know, this one is going to be gone, and all the scoring has been home runs. Tony Perez is tied in the top of the second inning. This is not known for home runs. In fact, they were touting Cincinnati's speed for coming in here and being a team that could win in this place. A lot of people would fly out, but so far it's 2-2. 3 of the 4 home runs have been outside the park home runs, and 1 by George Foster has been inside, and that's going to be a base hit to left field for P. Rose. So a lot of base runners here in the top of the second inning. Hasn't been the defensive matchup we thought, and here's Johnny Bench against Lefty Grove, and you can see it's now night. A swing and a miss here, strike 1. So Cincinnati 2, Philadelphia 2, game 1 of 3 in the series. The pitch, it's going to be fouled back, quickly 0-2. So Rose on first, the 0-2 from Grove. And fouled back again. Bench, Dreesen, and Concepcion. Dreesen has been really good in the playoffs, helping this sort of Sahara Desert. Oh, yeah, it's been a Sahara Desert down below. Look at that, 250, 100, but you got a 500 in between. And it's going to be inside 2-2. So nobody out. Already a run given up on a home run. Grove to bench. And it's going to be fouled again. Looking for the Champions League. If the 29 A's and the 72 Pirates win this whole thing, they're going to be trouble. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. So that's going to be one out. Yeah, they're going to be trouble for the Champions League. And in fact, those are two teams that are, the 29 A's are an old World Series champion. And the 72 Pirates are one that should have been in a World Series, could have been another World Series champion. So swing and a miss there, except for a fifth game, which they botched that. Again, the 72 Reds will make the Champions League. Anybody that wins the National American League Championship is in it. But here we go. We're game 1 of 3 here, and Dan Dreesen is quickly into 0-2 with one out. Rose on first. Grove. Swing and a miss, and Dreesen sits down. 3 strikeouts for lefty Grove, and there's going to be 2 outs. Dave Concepcion with 2 outs. It's going to be high ball 1. So Roy Lefty Grove 1-0, 3.52 ERA after all of this, but it's still low. 1 weird hit and 1 crusher. That's it. And P. Rose has got on, but that's expected. That's going to be a strike 1-2. Cincinnati has tied this game up, top of the second inning. Did he go? No, he didn't. It'll be 2-2. A lot of 2s going around. 2-2, 2-2, second inning. Struck him out, and that should end it. We go to the bottom of the second inning. The score is Philadelphia 2, Cincinnati 2. Fred Norman will come in to Joe Boley, the shortstop. He's 1 for 6 in the tournament. And that's going to be a strike there. He's walked a couple times. So the pitch there, it's going to be, did not go, 1-1. Joe Boley. He's a career 282 hitter to this point. And that's going to be fouled back. Taking the Reds to the brink, the 1-2. And it's going to be outside 2-2. Championship week. The semifinal rounds, Norman, and that's going to be fouled off again. In future years, it's just going to be no playoffs. You're just going to play everybody twice. 1 home, 1 away, and then it'll be a 30-game qualification. Top 4 go. That's going to be fouled off. It was hit, and kind of odd looking there. So Boley will have it. Norman to Boley, and it's going to be low 3-2. Cincinnati 2, Philadelphia 2. Bottom of the second inning. Norman to Boley. It's going to be a shot to third. Rose will pick it up. He'll throw to Perez, 1 out. A lot of pitches here in the bottom of the second inning. 42 so far for Fred Norman. Here comes Sammy Hale. Hale is 4 of 8. And that's going to be a ball there. Oh, close. But it was low. So 1-0 with 1 out. Pitch, it's going to be inside 2-0. Sammy Hale, the third baseman. He's a right-hander, inside, jams him, and he's going to, Perez falls on it, and Norman covers, and they get the out, 2 outs. Bottom of the second here, here's Bing Miller. We're back to the top of the lineup for Fred Norman. That's going to be a strike. So Bing Miller will have it. Swing and a miss there again, 0-2 with 2 outs. So one more strike here. Cincinnati 2, Philadelphia 2. And it's going to be outside a ball. Oh, they say it's low. Philadelphia settled down a little bit, and that's going to be fouled back. First inning, they had 2 runs on 3 hits. The first 2 have gone down, Boley and Hale. They're trying to get something going. They go to Pete Rose. We'll throw to Perez, and that's going to be the end of the inning. So after 2 complete innings, the score, Cincinnati 2, Philadelphia 2. So 4-0 Tigers. Remember, they were down 8-1. They scored 10 runs. They gave up 2. So it's 14-2 in the last 5 innings or so. Detroit is on fire. And remember, the Pirates did make the semifinals. The Pirates of 1971 made the semifinals and got blown out of the water by the Red Sox. I believe it was a sweep, 4-0. It wasn't the biggest blowout in the world, but it was enough. And again, the semifinals, any Pittsburgh team has not won a semifinal game in all of our tournaments. Right now it's 4-0 Detroit, and that's at Three Rivers. Both in the same place, and here's Grove against Ken Griffey Sr. So the 84 Tigers on a hot streak. And that's going to be a strike there. The 84 Tigers were very competitive and very dominant in 1984. But it also was a transition year between superstars and great teams. I mean, the year before, and that's going to be a strikeout. That's going to be 1 out, and Cesar Geronimo. So lefty Grove trying to settle down again. And Cesar, it's going to be fouled off 0-1. The pitch, it's going to be a line drive right to third, and that was easy. That's Hale with an easy play, 2 outs. So Grove is in a groove. Missing an O. Took that O away from Cincinnati as they are not in a groove and they have no offense. Here's Foster getting inside the Parker last time he was up, and it's going to be 1-1. Got to be careful to him. Inside the park home run, and he adds speed. And the pitch is going to be inside, 2-1. So Grove will play Foster again. And he will pitch him right down the middle. It'll be 2-2. That one was a little bit low. So Grove here to Foster, the 2-2. Struck him out, and that's going to be 2 out. That's going to be the inning. So Grove sits down. We go to the bottom of the third. Both Cincinnati and Philadelphia in the last half innings went down 1-2-3. Bottom of the third inning, it's 2-2. Philadelphia and Cincinnati, and Fred Norman again. The pitch, that's going to be a ball. Norman had 50 pitches in the first 2 innings. Not very good to have. That's going to be a shot to right field. The game seems to be settling down. Griffey underneath and makes the catch, 1 out. This is the best of 3, and this is game number 1. So here's Jimmy. And Jimmy, it's going to be a ball. 1-0 with 1 out. So it's going to be 2-0. Cincinnati 2, Philadelphia 2. Bottom of the third. And there's going to be a strike, 2-1. So Jimmy Fox comes up. In regular season, he had 351, 2 home runs, and 9 RBI. So it's going to be foul again, 2-2. Third inning going pretty quickly. And that's going to be 3-2 for a full count. So Fred Norman, a lot of numbers lit up, a lot of stat columns. That's going to be a base hit. It looks like it, and it will be. And a base hit there for Jimmy Fox. So let's put it this way, the 29A's, very competitive team. And Fox will be on first base. Here's Simmons. Al Simmons, the left fielder. That's going to be a shot back to Norman. They go to second, they get one, and that's all they're going to get. That's going to be 2 outs. And here's Mickey. Mickey Cochran, the catcher, who's 1 for 1 today. Throw to first, he's going to be safe. Norman against Cochran. Oh, it's going to get away from him. And going to second is Simmons. Now will hit second base. So that's on Johnny Bench. Now Al Simmons on second for Mickey Cochran. With 2 outs. And that's going to be a ball 2-0. That's going to be big, 2-0. And that's going to be fouled back 2-1. Norman to Cochran. 2-1. It's going to be outside ball 3. 3-1 with 2 outs. Simmons on second. The 3-1. That's going to be a shot. Concepcion picks it up, throws to Perez, and they get him. And that's what you need defensively. So we end 3 innings to score Cincinnati 2, Philadelphia 2. Again, looking at the other game, it's 4-0 Detroit. Detroit wants a better performance. They lost to Florida, and then the Pirates beat Florida. Of course, Detroit being seeded something different would have been a lot different. Grove to Morgan now. The pitch, it's going to be a strike, 0-1. So Joe Morgan, second baseman, he's hitting .231. Morgan, that's going to be a shot to right field and a base hit. So Morgan will get the first in the 4th inning. Top of the 4th, it'll go for a single. Morgan, Perez, and Rose. So here comes Perez. He's 4-14. Perez hit a home run. This was an out of the park one in his first time up. He blasted that one. It's going to be low ball 1. So Grove knows that, and he's going to be a little bit careful here. The pitch, it's going to be a strike, 1-1. Top of the 4th inning. Roy Lefty Grove, one of the better pitchers. That's going to be a shot to left field, and it's going to be foul. So it'll be 1-2. Grove against Perez. Throw to first, going to not be there. So Grove against Perez, the 1-2. That's going to be a shot, could be a double play ball. 6, 4, and 3, and that is huge. Now there's 2 outs. They wiped the runner off with nobody out. So Joe Morgan, who got a base hit with nobody out, he's sitting down, and here's Pete Rose. And you needed to do that for Pete Rose. And there's a swing and a miss, strike 1. So it's 2-2 here, top of the 4th inning. 2 outs. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. So not very good the first 2 pitches. In the middle innings, he didn't do well all season, only hitting .154, but he did have an RBI, and that was the 9 preliminary games, so it'll be 1-2. In the season, he batted .371, so he only had .154 in the middle innings, and he's showing it right now. That's a strikeout, and we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. The score, Cincinnati 2 and Philadelphia 2. Go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's Jimmy Dykes. He's 1 for 1 today with an RBI. And that's going to be low, ball 1. So I don't believe he hit a home run the last time he was up. So I believe that's 2 out of 3 home runs that went over the fence. And Jimmy Dykes now. And that's going to be a ball 2-1. So nobody out, bottom of the 4th inning. Dykes hitting .625. That's going to be a shot to left field. We might have called that one. That's a home run. And Jimmy Dykes makes it 3-2. Oh, he is a big home run hitter. He's not a name like Babe Ruth, but he's a name like is found on World Series championships. The 29 A's are considered one of the best teams of all time. Very underrated, easily the most underrated team of all time. And it is 3-2. They take a 3-2 lead, and now you got Bishop. You got 667 and 714 batting back to back. That is deadly, and it's going to be fouled back 0-1. So Norman to Bishop. It's going to be a fastball, ball 1. So Freddie Norman gives up another home run. And that's going to be fouled back 1-2. Nobody out here for Philadelphia in the bottom of the 4th. The pitch struck him out. And that's going to be 1 out. So Philadelphia gets out. He's trying to swing for the fences there. Joe Boley is 0 for 1 today. Only 1 hit in the playoffs so far. Boley to right field. This will curve foul. It's an extreme curve, and it'll go foul, and it is. So it'll be 0-1. Fred Norman, such an up and down pitcher. 3 strikeouts today and 1 walk, as that's low 1-1. But he's given up 3 earned runs on 5 hits and 3 1/3. 75th pitch, and it's going to be low 2-1. He's going to have 100 pitches probably by the end of the 5th inning. And that's going to be fouled off. You don't want to burn your bullpen up all in game number 1 of 3. So Norman to Boley. That's going to be fouled again, 2-2. Staying alive is a Boley, 3 foul balls in this at-bat. And that's going to be a little looper. Pete Rose will call for it and make it. And it's going to be 2 outs. So bottom of the 4th, Norman now to Hale. And Sammy Hale will come up, 0 for 1. That's going to be a shot to left field and a base hit. And that's a big base hit for Sammy Hale. Hale will go to first base. He'll be on first for 2 outs. Freddie Norman, and here's Bing Miller. And that's going to be ball 1. Bottom of the 4th inning, Philadelphia 3, Cincinnati 2. That's going to be a throwback. It's going to be safe. Norman to Big Miller. And it's going to be a ball outside, 2-0. Freddie Norman. 3 runs, 6 hits. That's going to be a shot, and Concepcion gets the line drive and ends the inning. A home run for Philadelphia here in game number 1 of the best of 3 semifinal series. Philadelphia 3, Cincinnati 2. Well, it's 5-2. The Pirates have cut the deficit to 5-2. It was 4-0. Both teams getting runs, but so Dave Cash are starting to get players on base, runners on for the Pirates. Ground out into a double play to end the inning there. But here it's 3-2 in the top of the 5th inning. Philadelphia against Cincinnati. Bench, Dreesen, and Concepcion. Bench in the Champions League was famous for those big 3-run home runs. That's going to be fouled off, 0-2. Philadelphia 3, Cincinnati 2. The pitch. And it's going to be low, 1-2. Johnny Bench That's going to be fouled back again, 1-2. Philadelphia 3, Cincinnati 2, top of the 5th inning. Bench trying to get on base here. Staying alive, and it's 2-2. Roy Lefty Grove. The 2-2. And that's going to be fouled away again. 2 balls, 2 strikes again. Top of the 5th inning. The pitch. That's going to be a shot to center field and a base hit. So rounding around first base. And that's going to be Johnny Bench with a single. With nobody on, he's been quite deadly in this tournament. When there have been people on, he's been a letdown. Here comes Grove to Teresa now. Yesterday, he got on with nobody on. He was in sacrifice position a couple times. Couldn't get in. But when there were people on, he couldn't get a hit. Teresa, it'll be 1-1. Top of the 5th, Philadelphia 3, Cincinnati 2. The pitch. It's going to be outside 2-1. Dreesen has been having a good playoffs, and he doesn't go, but it's right down the middle, 2-2. Would have been a great hit and run. So here comes Grove, the 2-2 with nobody out. Struck him out, and Dreesen goes down. There will be 1 out. Grove with 61 pitches, and this is looking good for him. Here comes Concepcion. The pitch back is going to be safe. So here's Dave Concepcion, 1 hit in the playoffs, and that was a home run. It's going to be 1-0. Today he's 0 for 1. So Grove. The pitch, it's going to be a strike, 1-1. Well, I'm telling you what, on runner on first in the regular season, he didn't have a base hit. It's going to be low, 2-1. This is the semifinal tournament, the 2-1. That's going to be a shot to left field. It'll curve foul, and it'll be foul, 2-2. Grove to Concepcion. Struck him out, and Concepcion will go back. It'll be 2 outs. 9 strikeouts for Lefty Grove. He's been incredible against one of the best offensive lineups in history. He's been mowing people down. In 10 innings, he's had 19 strikeouts. My goodness, 10 2/3, he's had 19 strikeouts. And that's going to be low ball 1. If he can stay in for a few more innings, he's going to really, rack him up. That's going to be on the inside, 1-1. So he evens up the count to Griffey, who's 0 for 2 today. That's going to be a strike there, 1-2. You got to start worrying when you get 2 strikes. 1-2 to Griffey. And it's going to be low, 2-2. Johnny Bench has been stuck at first since the first runner of the inning. Struck him out, and that ends the inning. Well, that's all you do. That's number 10 in 5 innings. The score, Philadelphia 3, Cincinnati 2. Bottom of the 5th inning, Norman the Mule Haas. And that's going to be to right field. Griffey's underneath, and it's a base hit, though. It drops in front of him, and Mule Haas gets on. Bottom of the 5th here, Philadelphia looking to extend their 3-2 lead. As Norman will go to Jimmy Fox. Really in this, it's difficult because they're really in these short tournaments. And that's going to be a ball down low. There's really no storylines. You don't have you do have controversial endings, but they don't play each other. It's going to be Concepcion. He'll pick it up, throw it to first. He's going to be safe. He beats it out. So Jimmy Fox gets an infield hit. So Haas will be on second, Fox on first, and now there's 2 on with nobody out. That's why during the games you see a lot more just play-by-play of what's happening. There's very little when it comes to storylines and stuff like that. So Norman Swing and a miss there. It's going to be a strike. Philadelphia, 2 on with nobody out. A swing and a miss. And this one's going to be another strike. This one's called. So Al Simmons, who's 0 for 1 today. And this is really big, the 0-2. That's going to be a shot to right center field. Doesn't look like anybody's going to be there. It's actually over the wall and it's gone. It's now 6-2. It opens everything up here in the bottom of the 5th. A 3-run shot, and we still don't have anybody out. Oh, Fred Norman, oh, that was a tremendously bad shot. If you're Cincinnati, right now you are feeling a little bit depressed. 6-2 now. And Don Gullett will come in. The first time in the playoffs he's going to be pitching. And he'll do it to Mickey Cochran with nobody out and 3 runs in. And that's going to be a strike. Bottom of the 5th inning. Cochran is 1 for 2 today. That'll be another 1-0-2. Philadelphia's opened up a 6-2 lead with a 3-run home run in a ballpark that people said wouldn't have too many home runs, and that's a base hit. They beat Cincinnati the last time. I believe it was 8-2 at home in the playoffs to force Cincinnati to this game. Gullett to Dykes. There's a pitch inside, ball 1. So Philadelphia threatening to take a 1-0 lead. And that's going to be fouled back. Jimmy Dykes, 2 for 2 today, a home run and 2 RBI. In an RBI in every one of his at-bats. That's going to be to right field. It's going to curve foul. Bottom of the 5th, Philadelphia opening it up 6-2. So Gullett to Dykes. That's a hard shot, Concepcion. That's 6, 4, 3. And they get the out there, 2 outs. Double play. If you're statistically going to get your outs, you better do it. Well, you're up 6-2. Here's Bishop. So statistically, you can get your hits whenever it matters. And that's going to be a strike. So Max Bishop is 0 for 2 today. Still hitting .625 in the playoffs. And that's going to be 2 strikes. 2 strikes, 2 outs. One ball, 2 strikes. That's going to be a swing and a miss there, and down he goes. So that's it. Bottom of the 5th inning, 3 runs off a home run, and it's 6-2. Here's Cesar Geronimo. 412, a home run, and 5 RBI. For Cesar, here's Lefty Grove. 10 strikeouts today. 20 overall. We need to quickly check the Pirates score. The Pirates are coming back. It's 5-3. We're going to get to that game, at least in the 8th inning, and then bounce back to this one. So Grove throws. It's going to be a ball down low. Roy Lefty Grove, 10 strikeouts on the day. He's been incredible. And a swing and a miss there, 1-1. He's going to look good in the Champions League. He's going to be like Kevin Brown. Kevin Brown of the 97 Marlins. They're going to be a force next year. You know, the first leg of the first time everybody's figuring out their team, especially in only a 48-game season, a 49-game season. That's going to be a strikeout. There are 50 teams. Each team played everybody once. It was 49 games. But when you play home and away, and you're adding a few more, the current champions of this year's Major League Baseball in real life, and then the 2 qualifiers, there were no relegated teams, 4 26-team divisions. And you're going to have a lot of opportunities to prove yourself. And I think you're going to see, and that's going to be held up there 1-0. You're going to see teams fit into different places. So Grove against Foster. It's 6-2, and it'll be 1-1 here with one out. Nobody on. Cincinnati is. That's going to be a pitch 2-1 with one out. Foster is 1 for 2, a home run and an RBI. A swing and a miss here, it'll be 2-2. So Roy Lefty Grove trying to get number 11. And that's going to be a shot to right field. Way back, George Foster's got his second. George Foster has his second home run of the day. And they do what Cincinnati does, is they chip away. It's now 6-3. This is what Cincinnati does. They won't come back and have a huge inning, but they will get one, and he knocks it down to 6-3. And this is what happens. Now here's Joe Morgan. George Foster, 2 home runs on the day. An inside the park one and an outside the park one. That's going to be low ball 1. So Lefty Grove with one out, throwing his 82nd pitch here. And it's going to be 2-0 inside. Philadelphia 6, Cincinnati 3. Top of the 6th inning. The pitch right back at Grove, but it'll be picked up by the shortstop. He'll chuck it to first and get the out barely. So Boley, what a play. Boley picked it up and threw to Jimmy Fox just in time. They got Morgan out. There's 2 outs. Here's Tony Perez, who hit one into next week. Hit one into New Jersey last time he was up, and that's going to be a ball. Here in Shibe Park in Philadelphia. And the pitch, it's going to be inside. 6-3, Philadelphia leading Cincinnati. Cincinnati a team, they're hard to get down, they're hard to beat. Ask Kansas City that needed 7 games to do it in the Champions League. That's going to be a pop fly. It'll hook foul, though. Starting to hook foul, and it will make it foul. So it'll be 2-2 with 2 outs. They got a run to chip away. Grove to Perez. The pitch. Struck him out, and that's going to be number 11 on the day. Number 12, actually. 12 strikeouts. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. The score, Philadelphia 6, Cincinnati 3. You know, it's the old saying, the old debate. You know, National League versus American League strikeouts. In the National League, you get a DH, so you're going to strike out the pitcher a lot. And that's going to be fouled off 0-1 to Joe Boley, who made that great play last inning. But they say, oh, well, you'll just, you get the pitcher and you strike him out maybe twice a game, that pitcher slot. And that adds up throughout the year. But the American League, you're not getting pulled early if you're down. A great pitcher might be pulled in the 6th or 7th inning for batting reasons. But the DH, you can go all game no matter what the score. So Boley 0-2, you get more opportunities. Right now, 12 strikeouts with the DH and no pitcher striking out. That's impressive. So the 2-2 with 2 outs. And again, staying alive, but he goes to right field. This time he's hit. Perez will make the catch, and there'll be 1 out. Bottom of the 6th, 6-3. Game number 1. 1 of 3 as Sammy Hale comes up. He's 1 for 2. Trying to win this opening game to the best of 3 series. You know Cincinnati's going to be pushing in the last 3 innings. Swing and a miss there. It'll be 1-1. We say that, but Philadelphia won comfortably the last time they played. It's going to be fouled off again, 1-2. So 1-2 with 1 out. Gullett. And that's going to be to right field, and it's going to be foul. So 1-2 with 1 out. Pitch, and he still stays alive. So That's 3 straight foul balls on pitches 3, 4, and 5. And here's number 6 from Gullett. It's a little looper, a little ground ball, picked up by Rose, and he won't even throw it. It's in a weird infield portion. They're getting a lot of infield hits. These two teams will combine for a lot of infield hits. Don Gullett, his current stats, his today's stats, he didn't pitch before in the playoffs. And to Miller, it's going to be ball 1. Bing Miller, 0 for 3 today. Throw to first and Hale safe. But here's Bing Miller. The pitch, it's going to be inside 2-0. So Don Gullett. Strike here, 2-1. 2-1 with 1 out. It's going to be inside 3-1. They'd like to get on base. They want to blast this thing to 8 or 9 to 3. Gullett, that's going to be fouled again, 3-2. 3-2 with 1 out. 29th pitch from Gullett. And it's going to be ball 4 and 2 are on. They're threatening. And they are threatening to go ahead big. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. The New York Yankees wish they could do this. And Mule Haas is 2 for 3 with a home run and an RBI. He hits a 3-run home run. This pretty much is over. That's going to be a ball 1-0. So 1-0. Gullett is under pressure here. And that's going to be 2-0. Oh, they're just going to stand there until a strike happens. So Mule Haas, the center fielder. That's going to be a shot to left center field. And it'll hit the wall. You're going to at least get 2 on this. It's going to be 8-2. And you're going to take it. They're going to throw to third. They're going to get the out of third, trying to make it a triple. But it's going to be 8-3 now. Instead of 6-3, it's 8-3. And they negate the home run in the last inning, and they add one. Here with 2 outs now, bottom of the 6th. I don't know, should have stayed at second, and Jimmy Fox. And that's going to be low ball 1. After this, we're probably going to go to Pittsburgh with the Tigers and the Pirates and finish up that game. So it's going to be in a dirt ball 2, 2-0. 2 outs, Jimmy Fox. And it'll be 3-0. 2 for 3 today. Don Gullett. And it's going to be a strike, 3-1. Gullett to Jimmy Fox. That's ball 4, and Fox will go to first. Bottom of the 6th inning with 2 outs. It's going to be getting back there. Gullett to Simmons. It's going to be a strike, 0-1. Philadelphia 8, Cincinnati 3. Al Simmons 1 for 2, a home run and 3 RBI today. And it's going to be a ball 1-1. They're trying to add on to their lead. I mean, it'll be huge if they can do that. Cincinnati, you still got to say they can come back. Philadelphia winning comfortably so far in 2 games here in Shad Park. The one in Cincinnati, they had trouble, and it's 2-2 with 2 outs. Gullett to pitch to Simmons. And it's going to be fouled back again. So Simmons 1 for 2, a home run. That 3-run home run, it was big, and it's a wild pitch. And it'll be a full count. Remember, Al Simmons had that home run at 3-2 that made it 6-2. That broke this game wide open. Maybe he'll hit one again. Struck him out. From hero to past hero. He's not a GOAT. Not in an 8-3 game like this. 7th inning. Bottom of the 7th inning. We're going to go to Pittsburgh as Detroit leads 7-4. So here we go. It's The bottom of the 7th inning, Detroit leading game number 1 here, 7-4. The Pirates and the Tigers. Interestingly enough, these teams are in 2 different leagues. 1 and 2 are playing in their league. That's Cincinnati and Philadelphia. 3 and 4 are here. So 3 for the Pirates, 4 for Detroit. Richie Hebner. It's going to be low 2-2. Detroit 7, Pittsburgh 4. They keep going back and forth, but Detroit keeps getting insurance runs. It's going to be low 3-2. If they can get Hebner on, they got Stargell and Clemente coming up, though Clemente is struggling. 3-2. Inside ball 4, and Hebner gets on here in game number 1. Bottom of the 7th inning. Hebner will get on. Charlie Lee is pitching, first time all tournament in the playoffs. And here's Willie, who's 1 for 3 today. Throw to first, he's going to be safe. So Lee to Stargell. Throw it again, he's going to be safe. Bottom of the 7th inning. It's going to be fouled back, 0-1. Swing and a miss here, it'll be strike 2. 0-2 with 2 outs. Lee trying to get Stargell for that all-important first out. They'd love it if he did a double play, and Stargell strikes out. This is what Stargell usually does, and it's going to be 1 out. Hebner on first. And here's Roberto, who's 1 for 12 in the playoffs. He's 0 for 3 today. And a swing and a miss there, 0-1. So 1 out, Hebner on first. That's going to be a little looper. He's going to be 1 for 13. And underneath, making the catch is Lou Whitaker. And it's going to be 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th, and Al Oliver. He's hitting .500 in the playoffs. And that one's going to be a ball down low, 1-0. So Oliver and Sanguin both on fire. Oliver is 1 for 2 today. And it's going to be inside 2-0. Always like saying he's the only Philadelphia Philly in history when he gets traded there later on to wear number 0. It's going to be 3-0. Right now he's with the Pirates. Hebner is on first. Oliver wants to walk. And it's going to be a strike, 3-1. Al Oliver. Hebner is on first. Oliver. That's going to be a shot to right field. A base hit. It's going to roll on this turf. All the way to the wall, and it's a good bounce. And going to second, it's going to be Oliver with a double. Oh, is he going to come home? He will. They're going to throw home, and he's going to be safe. And it is 7-5 now. So the Pirates in the bottom of the 7th have made it 7-5, and here's Manny Sanguin, who's 3 for 3. Manny's 3 for 3 with a home run. Oliver on second base. Pitch, it's going to be down low. Strike. Oh, they get it for a strike. And it was in. Manny Sanguin trying to get Oliver to cut it to 1. It's going to be low ball 1. Sanguin. Swing and a miss here. It's going to be strike 2. 1-2 with 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. The pitch. That's going to be fouled away. Oh, Sanguin, they might be asking too much to go to the well a 4th time. If they can, Sanguin will drive in a run, and that's going to be a shot, actually, to Whitaker to first, Whitaker to Evans. And that's going to end the inning with the Pirates climb back. They just get 1 more. And it's 7-5. We go to the 8th. 8th inning is still 8-3 in Philadelphia. Detroit trying to go ahead. Here comes Ramon Hernandez. top of the 8th inning, nobody out, Lance Parrish. A swing and a miss here, strike one. Top of the 8th inning, Detroit leading. The pitch here. That's going to be a shot to right field. It'll start to hook, and it'll go foul. Quickly 0-2. You get the feeling Detroit's going to need a run or two. Parrish is 0 for 3 today. And that's going to be low ball one. So Lance is 2 for 16. He's behind. He's only hitting 0.63 in the preliminary games. And it's going to be outside 2-2. So Parrish hitting 125 in the playoffs. 0 for 3 today, the 2-2. And that's going to be fouled back. This first batter is so big. The leadoff is very, very big. If he can get on, it's going to be trouble. That's a shot and a foul, barely. So Hernandez to Parrish. This will be pitch number 7. Struck him out, and that's going to be 1 out. Top of the 8th inning, and it'll be 1 out. Bottom of the first, 1 out, and that's going to be Evans. 7-5 here in the top of the 8th with 1 out. Detroit leading. That's going to be a swing and a miss there. So Hernandez, 1 batter, 1 strikeout. Pitch again, it's going to be high, 1-1. More patient at the plate. Detroit is a lot more patient here. They're playing for 1 or 2. They're not playing to hit the ball out of the stadium. It's going to be 2-1. It's going to be fouled off 2-2 now. The Darrell Evans at first base. He's 1 for 2 today, and he jacked one, but he's a lot more patient now. Struck him out, and he missed on that one. It's just a pure miss. There's going to be 2 outs. Sometimes patience kills you. It's too close to the strike zone. And Warren Cromartie is 2 for 3 today. He'll be up. So Detroit with 2 outs and nobody on. Cromartie takes a ball. So Ramon Hernandez, 2/3 of an inning. He struck out both, and it'll be 1-1. Top of the 8th, Hernandez. And that's going to be to left center. And it'll curve to center, going back. And way back there and making the catch. And 3 outs is Al Oliver. So go to the bottom of the 8th. Pittsburgh trying to come back. To score Detroit 7, Pittsburgh 5. Here's Robertson. 2 for 3 today. 1 home run and 2 RBI. And that's going to be a shot, and that'll be easy. That's Alan Trammell to Evans for 1 out. Gene Alley, the shortstop, he's 1 for 3. That was easy, 1 pitch, 1 out. Willie Hernandez is pitching. Earlier on, he had 4 innings, 7 hits, given up 3 earned runs, striking out 6, walking 2. His ERA was slightly above 6.23. That's a current reading. That's going to be a strike there. So the Pirates, here's Gene Alley, singled in the 6th. Down by 2 here in game number 1 of the best of 3. It's quickly 0-2. Detroit wins this. They go to Detroit for game number 2 on Monday, which could be a clincher. It'll be 1-2 with 1 out. Gene Alley, the pitch, inside, ball 2. 2-2 with an out. Mendez to Alley. Struck him out, and that's going to be 2 outs. Vic DeVio's 0 for 3. They wanted to try and get a run this inning, to cut it to 1 for the bottom of the 9th. You never like to get 2 in the bottom of the 9th. You just want 1. That's going to be a strike there. You never want to rely on somebody having to get on the base. DeVio to left field. It'll be deep but not deep enough, and underneath to make the catch, and that is Garby. So nothing happening in the bottom of the 8th. We go to the top of the 9th. The score: Detroit 7, Pittsburgh 5. Top of the 9th inning, Detroit leading the Pirates. Bob Veal will come in. Tom Brookins. They're going to try and have some insurance here. And Veal, that's going to be a ball 1. So Brookins 0 for 2 today. Veal, that's fouled off, 1-1. Brookins hitting .333 in the playoffs, a home run and 3 RBI. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, 1-2. Here comes Veal, and it's going to be low, 2-2. So Brookins, Trammell, and Garby. The pitch. That's going to be a shot to short. And the easy throw to first. That's going to be simple. Gene Alley to Stargell. So here's Trammell, who's 2 for 3, 1 out. Maybe a solo shot to get some insurance. That was a pitch they didn't want to get to. And Stargell will call everyone out, and he gets it, 2 outs. So 2 outs now for Garby. Barbaro Garby, 1 for 4. He's the left fielder. That's a shot to right field. Underneath should be Clemente. It's still in the park, and he makes it. Very quickly, the last 2 outs. 3 up and 3 down. That's it. 1, 2, and 3. Go to the bottom of the 9th. Detroit trying to clinch it. Top of the 8th inning, Cincinnati loads the bases up with 1 out. Right here it's 7-5. So Detroit trying to win game number 1. Cash, Hebner, and Stargell. They need a runner on so they can tie it. Here's Willie Hernandez trying to get the save. Willie. And that's going to be a ball down low, 1-0. Hernandez to Cash. That's going to be a strike, 1-1. Detroit 7, Pittsburgh 5. The pitch. It's going to be inside, 2-1. Hernandez to Cash. It's going to be a sharp hit to left. It's going to be foul, 2-2. Trying to get this first out. If Cash can get on, that'll be big. Struck him out. That was a big strikeout. Stargell goes yard. It's only 7-6. Well, that's if they get Hebner. Hebner wants to get on for Stargell. This is very big with 1 out. It's going to be a strike, 0-1. So Willie Hernandez trying to close this game out, having a 2-inning save. And the pitch, it's going to be on the outside, 0-2. 0-2 with 1 out. Next game will be in Detroit. The pitch. And it's going to be fouled back. The Pirates trying to tie this thing up. Hernandez to Hebner, the 0-2. Oh, and it hit him, and he gets on first. And that wasn't what he wanted. And here's Willie Stargell. He's the tying run. Stargell, then Clemente. Stargell is the tying run here. So with 1 out, Stargell, then Clemente, assuming no double play happens. And that's going to be low ball 1. Big to Willie Stargell. Both Willies, Willie Hernandez against Willie Stargell. And Willie gets Willie to foul off, 1-1. With 1 out, Hebner on first. Tying run is Stargell. He swings and misses there, strike 2. He's prone to strikeouts, remember, in the major league. In history, has the most of them. Bottom of the 9th, tying run on first, 7-5, 1 out, the 1-2. Struck him out, there it is again. And Sturgill strikes out, and with 2 outs, here's Clemente. He's the last hope. He's 0 for 4 today, 1 for 13 in the playoffs. So Evans is on. It's going to be a ball inside. It's not Evans, it's Hebner. Hebner on first. Clemente's fast, so if he gets a solid base hit, he can score the tying run off a regular base hit. But no, it's got to go to the shortstop. Trammell to Whitaker, and that's it. And the Detroit Tigers win Game 1 of the semifinals, 7-5. They hold on. And the Detroit Tigers are celebrating here at Three Rivers. And they're going to go back to Detroit with a chance to clinch. It's a Pittsburgh curse. No Pittsburgh team has won a semifinal game yet. They've got there a lot of times, but they got blown out in football, blown out in the Champions League, and now they haven't won a game here. 7-5 Detroit. Well, Detroit got that 2 spot in the second inning. They got up 5-0 in the top of the 4th, and the Pirates came back, but Detroit just got the extra runs they needed to, and that's going to be it. So a 7-5 Detroit win. They go up 1-0. The Philadelphia A's stopped Cincinnati. Then Cincinnati did not get any runs in the top of the 8th inning. They had the bases loaded and couldn't get anything in. And we go back to Don Gullett against Sammy Hale. Let's go back to Philadelphia in an 8-3 game. Now Sammy Hale gets on first. Bottom of the 8th with 1 out. Philadelphia trying to pad their lead. And a new pitcher, Jack Billingham. 3 innings, giving up 1 run on 3 hits and 4 strikeouts. An ERA of 3. They throw to first, he's safe. Bottom of the 8th now. The pitch, and it's going to be low for a ball. So Bing Miller's 0 for 3. He's the leadoff for the lineup. Hale is on first. And that's going to be ball 2. Was close. 5 is probably enough. That's going to be a shot to right field. It's going to hit the wall, and now you're going to have people running. Bing Miller to second. They're easily going to score 1. And Bing Miller will get a triple. It's now 9-3. Well, Cincinnati had their shot last inning to get runs, but Philadelphia does it this one. And here's Buelhas, who's 3 for 4. A home run and 3 RBI. As Philadelphia, that's ball 1, has taken a 9-3 lead. They blew out Cincinnati in the last playoff game. It was the 1-0 game. Concepcion to Perez. That's going to be an out, 2 outs, but another run scored. So in the 1-0 game of the double elimination phase, they met each other after winning their first games. It was here in Philadelphia, and Philadelphia blew out Cincinnati. In the regular season, Cincinnati played at home against Philadelphia and beat them. So far, the home team has won 2 games, have won all 3 games, as this is looking like the all 3 games. Jimmy Fox will come up. He's 2 for 3. It's going to be low 2-1. Philadelphia 10, Cincinnati 3. A swing and a miss here. It'll be 2-2. 91 mile an hour. The 2-2. It's going to be outside 3-2 with 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th inning. The 3-2. Struck him out, and that's going to be it. So the Philadelphia A's go up 10-3, and Cincinnati's going to need a miracle. Top of the 9th inning, Earnshaw will come in. George Earnshaw, he's coming in for 2 innings of work. He came in at 8-3, and he stopped the bleeding as the bases got loaded, but he's in to finish this deal and go up 1-0. The home team has won everything in this series, though It's the first game. Philadelphia won the 1-0 elimination game, and Cincinnati won the regular season, the preliminary battle, but the king seed was already done. The king seed was already finished when they played, so Philadelphia wasn't playing their 100% lineup. And that's going to be a strike to bench. Cincinnati needs base runners. And that's going to be fouled off 0-2. They just need to get singles and doubles. More or less singles. You can't strike out. It's going to be foul again. That's why you're going to see a lot of pitches. So George Earnshaw. That's going to be benched to left field and lined out right to Simmons. And it'll be 1 out, and that pretty much did it. And Andreessen, though we did see 10 runs in the space of 1 out yesterday with Detroit, that was incredible. And that's going to be a strike here. I'm not sure you're going to do that against Earnshaw. You might get a couple. Andreessen with 1 out, it's going to be low 1-1. So Philadelphia would go up 1-0. Detroit is up 1-0 against the Pirates. Both Detroit and Philadelphia will clinch tomorrow with wins. But Philadelphia will be at Cincinnati and Detroit will be at home, and that's a strikeout, 2 outs. And one more, and it's 1-0 A's. Here comes Dave Concepcion now. He's 0 for 3, and this should be it. So Earnshaw to Concepcion. And it's going to be outside away, ball 1. Well, I mean, this is it. The pitch, it's going to be right down the middle, but it's going to be too high. So 2-0. Earnshaw to Concepcion. The pitch, it's inside. It'll be 3-0. 3-0 with 2 outs. Swing and a miss there, and it'll be 3-1. So Earnshaw trying to get the final one to get Philadelphia up 1-0. Swing and a miss here, it'll be 3-2. To do this to the 76 Reds shows you're one of the better teams, not only in this league but in baseball history. That's it, and the Philadelphia A's go up 1-0. They flood the field. They should celebrate this performance. You know, you say, well, you didn't win just 4-3, you won 10-3. But when you beat the 1976 Cincinnati Reds 10-3, it's time to flood out and celebrate. It's almost like throwing a no-hitter. They lead 1-0. I think the biggest thing is that going into the Champions League, which will be in Out of the Park Baseball 22, really the more prestigious of anything. Philadelphia doing this to Cincinnati, they're going to be one of the favorites to go all the way. I don't care if Cincinnati wins the next 2 games 10-0. What they've shown here is a propensity for beating great teams, beating them large, especially at home. Just ask the Baltimore Orioles in 1970 how they liked home. And Philadelphia 10 and Cincinnati 3. So that's going to be it for the day. The Philadelphia A's. The Philadelphia A's 10-3 winners. Detroit Tigers 7-5. And that's going to be the next games. It's going to be Doc Ellis against Jack Morris. Doc Ellis is a very good pitcher. He's 1-0 at 2.70 ERA. And Jack Quinn against Pat Zachary. Jack Quinn yet to give up an earned run in the playoffs. So this is what you have. Pittsburgh, Detroit, Philadelphia, Cincinnati. Detroit can clinch at home, and Philadelphia can clinch on the road. So that's it for us. We will see you tomorrow with more for Game 2 of the semifinal rounds.